Morning, everybody. Been tracking the rain since yesterday morning. I'll show you what we got so far. Well, let's go see how much rain we got this morning with this storm this morning. We got almost an inch, 3/4. Now let's go see how much rain we got in the totes. What did we get? Let's see. About halfway. Just a little less than halfway. You can see the line right here. A little less than halfway. So this is a 275-gallon tote, so a little over 100-something gallons, and that's times 3. Okay, not bad. Let's go back. Well, it's later on in the day. We had more rain. Let's go see what our rain harvesting totes look like now. We are now right there. That's not that much more. I thought we'd have been more. So I think tomorrow, it's not supposed to be raining tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to move water from these totes over to that first one right there, because I've used it up, water in the garden. Let's go see what the garden got. Big puddle there. Look at all this. See all this? All this is water. Look at that. Yeah, we got quite a bit. Oh, hell well. This is draining right here. That's where I have it draining out to. I can see now I need to lower it a little more right there. So remember to do that during next dry spell. I need to lower that so this would all drain. Yep. Maybe I can figure a way to lower this too, but there's fabric under there. Oh well. Lots of water. Okay. Let's go back. I think possibly we may end up with all the totes full, or when we have a dry spell, which I assume possibly during July, maybe in August. So, okay, Biscuit, let's go. Ready? So yesterday, I looked at the rain gauge. I had 3/4 of an inch. I looked at the tote. It got it up to about a little less than half. So that would be a little less than half on all 3 totes, maybe a little less than 300 gallons. So let's go see. Here's what we got since yesterday morning. Yeah, about the same thing. Got another 3/4 of an inch. Wow. Not as much as I thought. You saw the water in here, and so it's drained off quite a bit. Let's open up the greenhouse one door. Okay, now let's go. I don't see anything over here. Now let's go look at the totes. Like I said, that tote there on the end, it's empty. So I gotta transfer water over to it. So let's see what we got. Now let's go around. It's too muddy through there. So last time we checked, we were at half full. So that's a 275 gallons. So half of that, 3 times 3, because there's 3 of them. So let's see what we got yesterday. Zoom out a little. Here we are. Okay. Okay, we're up. I still can't see the gauge, so no way to tell. I'd say over half. You can see it right there. So we're over half now. So I think today I'll come over here and transfer this over there to that tote. Bring this down because we still got chances of rain throughout the week, on and off. So that way I could possibly have all these totes full for during the July and August months when probably wouldn't be that much rain. Okay, we'll start setting up, transferring the water. Okay, let's see about moving some water around now. Let's get the pump out. Let's hook up the pump so we're coming from there. Let's prime the pump. This hose is long enough to reach to the totes. Okay, let's set it up on the tote. Usually best to go to the other side of it so I can step up on a brick. Like I said, this is the tote that I emptied from just watering. Okay. Here's where I turn the water on at. If I can do it without getting too muddy. Okay. Valve is opened. We got the water turned on. Valve's open. Hose is in there. And pump is ready. It's back a little bit. Okay, now we're ready. There we go. I hear it. You hear it? Right there, see it? Okay. We're right here now. That's where we're at. And it's pulling water from over there. Right there. To the pump. Right there. Into here. Right there. So I'm just gonna let this record. The reason I've got so many totes was I remember, I think it was a few years ago, I had only the three 275 gallon totes, so around 800 gallons. And those were the ones that collected the rainwater. That year we had a drought, a year-long drought. I used up all the water to water the garden with. So I had to start paying for county water, running the garden hose all the way from the house down here, and that was a pain in the butt. But I used all the water up, didn't have any more water, so I made a commitment that year, or that spring, or the next spring, maybe it was the next spring. Well, I think it was late winter. That's when I went out to the pond, the south pond that was dried up, and I dug out a lot of dirt and put it over here for other projects. So that spring is when I decided to find 3 more totes. And these are the totes I water with. Hey, what? Let's go see. Let's go see where we are. Okay. This morning we were up here. Now we're down here. That's where we are right there. And we are almost full. This tote's not that level either. See, it's kind of slanted. Yeah, I may have to make some adjustments. What I'll probably have to do is lift these off the cinder blocks with the tractor, set them aside, and then level the totes. Level the cinder blocks. So if I can get all these totes full for when July and August get here, where normally you don't have much rain, then hopefully I'd have enough water to keep the garden watered. I did last year, had them full. I was able to water the garden, and I ended up having to dump some water. So that pump over there's been a handy pump. I've always wondered if I could pull water up from the well over here. There's two wells over there. There's one well out in the pasture there, and there's one well out in the back. It's possibly from the same water source, but okay. I think we're done. This is where we're at, way up here now. So let's go shut the pump off. Let's go shut the water off. Or close the valve to the rain harvesting totes. Okay, valve is closed now. Let me put that. I didn't catch that. So let's close the valve. Valve is closed. I don't need to look. I can get an idea. It's probably down here. But if you're curious how I harvest rainwater, there's a system. I collect the rainwater off this side of the Morton building with a metal roof. It flows from up there into this screen mesh filter type thing. Then flows down into the first flush pipe. So any fine debris will settle to the bottom here. And then when this fills up, it goes off this way into the first tote. And the first tote is connected to all the other totes, and they all fill up at the same height. That's just how that works. How that works, I don't know how, but for some reason they all fill up at the same. Okay, so let's go put the pump up. Let's close this back up. See, we're way up here. That's how. Okay. Let's go put the pump up. And when I water, I'm going to hook this blue hose up to there, and then the yellow hose is what I water with. Let's take this off. This was the hose that comes from the rain harvesting totes. Okay, dump some of that water out. Let's go put this up. I'm not sure when I'll need to water if we keep getting moments of rain. So we're done. Ooh, I see a red tomato. Maybe I ought to grab those. A couple of red cherry tomatoes. That was not that good. Yeah, a couple of red cherries. Whoop, dropped one. Come here. Okay, got me some red cherries. Okay, I just thought I'd add this part to the video. It's gonna be a fairly long video because it's a span over a couple of days when we first started getting rain. So let's not forget to get my tripod over here. Okay, that's it. We're done. These are full. Those are not full. So now we can collect more rain over there. Okay, y'all. Flip this around. Y'all be good, be safe. Take care. And all that good stuff. Okay, bye, y'all. Later.